Hi, everyone. Welcome to another installment of Johnny Consciousness. I'm your host, John Moore. Today's February 8th, 2024. Before I go any further, I just want to say I've accomplished something I've been putting off for about 2 years, and this is it. As you can see, on January 19th, I went to a Reiki class, and I'm now a level 1 Reiki practitioner. Woo-hoo! And I hope to start practicing on starting here at home and with whomever would feels they could benefit from such a session. I'm available at no charge, but I need to practice. At any rate, how do you even say I was visited by an angel? Well, that's what happened again on Monday, February 3rd, I believe it was, this past Monday. So, unlike some other people, I don't know how many of you follow UAP or UFO type YouTubers, or even know of the story of a gentleman named Chris Bledsoe who wrote a book called UFO of God. He's also on Instagram. This gentleman has a very powerful message and is in contact with heavenly beings, or angels, he says, and their orbs. And he's also in contact with someone called the Lady, who who warns and tells us that in 2026 a new knowledge will come to the earth, and humankind will have a choice to make, basically between peace and love, or continuing the same old stuff that plagues our planet. Now, the aforementioned Mr. Bledsoe, as well as others, can go out and pray or ask these beings to show up, and they do. And they have lots of video evidence to substantiate this. But I'm digressing. I don't have that. All the encounters I've had with these crafts, as well as lately, I'm convinced it's the same being appearing to me now after my last experience, which I believe is definitely an angel. Perhaps it's a guide. I don't know. All I know is, for whatever reason, this entity and the other entities appear without any effort on my part. I'm not a perfect human being. I lose my temper. I try to practice what I say here on YouTube, to let your light shine, to be kind to others. I'm not always successful, but I, I'm pretty successful. At any rate, whenever I have these encounters, it's usually I'm sitting outside stargazing. I've even been putting a hose away. I feel someone's looking at me, and I look up, and there's one of these beautiful beings. And you know, who carries a phone around when they're putting a hose away at after dark, after enjoying a fire in the fire pit? That happened to me a couple summers ago. So many stories. But you want to know what happened on this past Monday night, okay? So I will get right to there right now. So I'm pretty much a daily meditator, and if I don't meditate during the day, I always try and make sure I do at least 15 minutes or so before I go to bed. And that was the case on Monday night. It was around 10 to 9 or so, 9 o'clock. I suppose I could look at my video and get the timestamp, but that's really not relevant. If you want that, ask me, and I'll be sure to look it up and give it to you. But it was Monday night between 8:45 and 9 p.m. I realized I hadn't meditated, so I was heading back to the bedroom, which is on the east side of the house. And for some reason, I don't know why, I now feel it might be a subconscious calling or subliminal that I don't even realize I'm being called. I walk to the kitchen, which is the east, or excuse me, the west wall of the house, and we have a large picture window, and it faces the hills of Vacaville. And so anyway, I found myself looking out the window, and there was this bright star off in the southwestern sky. And at first, I thought it was Venus, and I thought, well, this is kind of late for Venus. And it didn't quite look like Venus. It seemed to be shifting in colors. So I went outside and looked at it without a camera, without my phone. I shouldn't say it. I looked at them. Like I've been saying, I believe it's some sort of celestial being, a divine being, an angel. What ancient man called angels. I believe that's whom I'm encountering. At any rate, I was looking. It was shifting colors. At first, I thought it was far away, high above Mount Vaca, but after looking at the video and just recounting what I could with my own memory and past experiences that I've had with this being, I realized it was closer than I thought. It was probably over one of my neighbor's house, who wasn't home at the time. I know that, but at any rate, I guess it was the size of a beach ball, if you want, you know, accuracy. So anyway, it as I was looking at them, they disappeared. I thought, oh, I missed it, and then she or they came back again, up there, as bright as can be, just shining in the sky. So I ran in and got my phone. Now, mind you, it was cold and windy. It was probably about 42 degrees, 44 degrees. It was cold, and I was just wearing something like this. You know, I'm a Michigan man, born and raised. I left there when I was 18, but that's just the way I am. So I'm out there trying to record this with in the wind, in awe. You'll hear me talking with them again. I'm always trying to figure out stuff with my brain. So even though I knew on an instinctual level this was probably my angel, I was kind of caught up with the UAP folks who say, you know, if you're there, move to the right, move to the left, etc. You'll hear me doing that on the video. They probably thought that was funny because it didn't do any of that. I'm about to get started. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play 3 clips. So sit down and go get a cup of coffee or something, because I'm really not sure how long this video will be in totality, because I'm going to be doing three different clips. The first clip is going to be the entire recording, which is 1 minute and 34 seconds. You'll see right away that I'm not a professional photographer. I'm moving the camera around. I'm kind of cold. I'm doing the best I can. For whatever reason, the camera kept going in and out of focus. I don't know if that was from me moving the camera, or I don't know if it was from the energy from the angel. Something was going funny with the camera. And one of the odd things I noticed after I reviewed the recording, you'll see in the background of one of my neighbors' yard, you'll see a string of lights, and they're colored lights in the video. Yet in real life, they're clear or they're white. So I don't know how that happened. A mystery. And then at the end of the video, I just suddenly stopped recording. To this time, I still don't know why I stopped. I just stopped. But within a few seconds after I stopped, she faded away. I'm saying she now, so I'm just going to go with that because that's what I'm getting. That whomever is appearing to me has a very feminine type energy. All love. I get that when I see that. So, and then we're going to move on to a second clip, which is basically the original video, uh, reduced in slow motion, not quite frame by frame, but pretty close. So it's going to be longer, and I don't want you all hearing my voice going in slow motion. It's very annoying. So I put some music on there to kind of drown out my voice, and I hope it's inspiring music. And then the last and third clip are stills of the video recording. And the still sampling I have represents only a small portion of the many varied colors and shapes that was captured. And I'd like to say something about those colors and shapes. I believe this angel has appeared to me now 3 times at least. And the reason I say that, I've been able to, this is, I believe, the third or the fourth time I was allowed to record. And the colors and the shapes that it shifts are 99% similar, if not exactly the same. So, what is the purpose here, you're asking? Well, I'm asking the same thing. And I'll share my thoughts at the end of the video of the clips. So, whoa. So enjoy, and I hope this video brings you hope, peace, and love. I just started recording this because I saw this from my kitchen window, and it seems to, could be a plane, I suppose, or a helicopter, but it disappeared at one point and just winked out, and now it's back again. So I'm not sure what it is, but it seems to be just sitting up there. So if you're one of my friends, visitors, could you please come closer? And now it's fading out again. Now it's coming back. Could be a plane. It seems to be staying in that part of the sky. Now it seems to be changing different colors. Can you go to the right, please? that's it. I can't really add anything. I feel very blessed to be chosen by these. I don't know what else to say. By this loving angel to allow me to record, and I believe the purpose of me allowing me to record, even as poorly as I'm doing it, hopefully she'll come back more times than I will get better at it, and I don't get so excited. It's hard not to get excited when you see um, such a beautiful thing. And I, just so everyone knows, if I haven't mentioned already, I'm a United States Air Force veteran. Um, I feel our country is in dark times. I don't care what's going on with the new administration. Um, and it's easy to get depressed or feel hopeless. But all I can offer is to look at this beautiful being, despite everything that's going on, or perhaps because of what's going on, revealing herself. And others like her are, I think, all over this planet revealing themselves. Some people think they're aliens, ETs. I don't pretend to know. Um, Whomever this one is that's interacting with me, as well as other, I've seen other things. You've seen the pictures, um, drawings. If you haven't, go back and look at some of my episodes. They're revealing themselves now. I think because it's such dark times, and at the risk of sounding like a broken record, I went through a prostate cancer battle almost 5 years ago now, and I felt compelled to read the Gospel of John. My intention was to read the entire Gospel, but I couldn't get past the first few verses, and the passage got me through my cancer treatment, and it's getting me through this dark time our country, our world is going through at the moment. And basically, I'm just not going to give you the whole passage. Just the only part that matters to me and that resonates with me is the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness will not overcome it. It's pretty dark right now, and I feel it's going to get darker. But we can't let that dim our light, dim our hope. In fact, it should make us be more kind to others, even those we're not politically aligned with. Um, I know that sounds counterintuitive, and some might even get angry that I even say something like that, but that is the message I believe I'm supposed to be giving, is to let the light shine in the darkness, and you let your light shine in the darkness. So I'll leave it at that, and I look forward to hearing from any of you. My email is johnnyconsciousness, one word, at gmail.com. If you would like, anything, questions, comments, etc. And I would be very humbled and very happy if you would kindly like, subscribe, and if you know others who might like this content, please share as well. Until next time, which hopefully won't be too long, I'm Johnny Consciousness. Peace.